Okay, we are live. Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you very much for joining me. Let me know if you can hear me and you can see me okay. And welcome to my last live stream before I leave for Essen Spiel. I'm going to leave for Essen Spiel on Monday evening. There will be a stream on Monday evening, but I will already have left. Anyway, we're unboxing today Halls of Hegra. I've not done one of these unboxing videos for a while. Let me tell you a little bit about this game, why I've got it on the channel, why I've got a copy of it, and what I'm going to be doing. So this is from Tom Pet Games, who reached out to me, and they said, Paul, we like the content that you create. We'd like to offer you a review copy of Halls of Hegra. And my initial response was, thank you very much, but no. And the reason for that, and you might think, well, hang on a minute, somebody's offering you free games. Why wouldn't you say yes? The position I'm in is a very fortunate position, and I feel, lucky and blessed to be in this position, in that I do get publishers wanting to send me copies of games, which hopefully I will get a chance to cover on the channel. The situation is, however, that I've still got games from last year that I haven't had a chance to cover yet. So I'm pretty much on a self-imposed lockdown, and I'm saying no to a lot of publishers because I simply don't have the time to cover the games on the channel. And what that means is that I get sent the game, it sits there on the shelf, it doesn't get played, I have bad feelings, it's not fair on them. So why have I got a copy of Halls of Hegra? I changed my mind on this one and I went back to them and I said, actually, yes, I would like a copy of this because everything that I've heard about this game sounds really good. There are a number of my patron supporters who've got this game. I think somebody said it was like their favourite game of the year, or it's definitely in their top 10 of the year. I know Mark Dainty really loves it as well. So many people have been telling me about this game. And as we can see from the box, it is 14 plus is the age limit, forget that. It's a one-player game. This is a solo game only. And there's not many games that come out that are solo games only because it does reduce your target audience for your game quite a lot. But I'm going to read the back of the box to give you an idea of what this is about. Let's just zoom in a little bit. From an abandoned mountain fortress, you command a group of Norwegian volunteers fighting numerically superior German forces in the early days of World War II. Halls of Hegra is a solo-only game where you play as the commander during the siege, which is divided into 3 stages. The mechanisms, I'm glad they used mechanisms and not mechanics. You will use a worker placement, bag building, and area control stroke tower defense. Now, one of the reasons why I said yes to this game is not only everybody I know who's played it has said it's absolutely fantastic, is there's so many games set in World War II that are all around, Americans versus Germans or British versus Germans. It's nice to see a different part of World War II. And this is at the start of World War II. So this is a historically themed war game. And it's when Germany invaded Norway at the start of World War II. And I don't know anything about that part of history or anything like that. And I'm hoping the designers have done their research and it is fairly accurate. So let's have a look inside. We're going to just do an unboxing video today. As I mentioned earlier on, I will try and get this covered on the channel at some point. What's going to happen, I will let you know now, as we are taking this out of the box, is once I get back from Essen, I will be doing a Patreon poll, or at least one, possibly even 2 Patreon polls, where my Patreon supporters will vote on what games they want me to cover on the channel. So all of the new games that I come back from Essen with, the ones that are not sponsored videos. So I will be doing a number of sponsored videos over the next few months. But for the games which I bring back where there isn't going to be a sponsored video, my Patreon supporters will be voting on which game I'm going to be covering, or which games I'm going to be covering. I will try and cover all of them, but it may take some time. This is going to be on the list, although I don't think this is technically a new game that's coming out at Essen. I think this is already out, but this is going to be on the list. So if you're one of my Patreon supporters at producer level or higher, you will be taking part in that vote. And if you want to see this on the channel, then vote for it when that happens. It will be in a couple of weeks' time, just to let you know. So we have the rulebook. We have 3 bags, which are nicely labelled: recruit bag, patrol bag, hit bag. I don't know much about this game, so you're not going to get an overview of the rules or anything like that. We have a counter sheet, double-sided counter sheet. I'm just going to do Paul's punch test. Yep, that looks okay. They're coming out nice and clean. Yep, that's all good. We have, okay, it's another player board, which looks like, I don't know, looks like a combat board where you put items on it. We'll find out later on. And then we got another side of the board as well. We've got another counter sheet. Some tiles, right? Okay. We've got the main board. So let's zoom out because now I'm going to show the main board. The other thing that I like about this game is it's in the right sized box. None of this box too big. It looks like the box is the right size for the game. So let's have a look at the board. Now, the other thing that appealed to me about this game is I found it aesthetically pleasing. Yes, it's very beige, but there was something about the look of this game that kind of made me excited. I get excited when I see this. This looks thematic anyway. And let's just zoom in on the main board. So this is the board here. In fact, I've got the PTZ camera. The Eye of Sauron is in the ceiling, and we can have a closer look at various parts of the board if you want to. As I say, I don't know anything about the game, so yeah, it's the right kind of beige moniker. So yeah, let's just move around. So as you can see, this is a war game, and it very much looks like a war game with tables. But I think they've gone with a look that sort of looks World War II-ish. So yeah. Anyway, that's the main board. What else have we got? We got some other things in here. We have, let's move that off to one side. There we go. We've got a pack of cards. We've got some discs which are printed. We've got some, I don't know what these are. James says the board reminds him of Robinson Crusoe. The game itself has been compared to Robinson Crusoe. Not by me, because I don't know about it, but a number of people have said it's got a Robinson Crusoe feel to it. So if you're a fan of Robinson Crusoe, but you want more of a historical war game, then yeah, this might be it. We've got some little dices. Nice. And we got some wooden cubes. Right, let's zoom in again a bit more because I want to have a look at these components. So let's have a look what we got. So first of all, we've got this bag of discs. Don't know if the colour's a bit dark. It looks a little bit dark. But I'm not going to change it now. So yeah, we've got these discs of various things. These look like ammunition. This looks like a pitchfork. Yeah, okay. So this is nice. We've got nice little printed counters. So that's good. And we've got a deck of cards. So let's have a look. Now, do we have one of those little tabs for me to get in? No. Ah! Right. Go away for 5 minutes and make a cup of tea while Paul tries to get into this pack of cards. Oh. Is he in? We get in there? Yeah, we're in. Okay, so again, purely just looking at the aesthetics of the game here, the style of the cards, the artwork, the text and things like that. I don't know anything about it, but it all looks clear. This is flavor text. So that's a little bit small for me to read, but hopefully that's just flavor text. Let's just have a look at how many different types of cards we have. So we've got those. Let's say low morale. High morale. Okay, so there's high morale cards, mission cards, last stand cards, siege 2, siege 1. Okay, so lots of different types of cards. Right, let's just have a look through. So first of all, we got these type of cards. I think they're going to be fairly similar. These are last stand cards. Presumably you get them at the end. Mission cards. Presumably you get a mission to complete. We have high morale cards. So no artwork on those, just text. We've got low morale cards. Quite a few cards. These are mobilization cards. Quite a few of these. Do like the artwork. The artwork's nice as well. Is that it? Siege cards and other siege cards. First attack cards. But these are all fairly similar. And the camera is going to focus. Yeah, the artwork is nice. I do like the artwork on it. Fertigator says, really look forward to your playthrough. The ramp up towards the end game is intense. Yeah, as I say, I can't promise a playthrough, but I mean, hopefully, if there's unlimited time, I will try and get round to doing it. I certainly want to. There is certainly a desire for me to play through this. It's just whether I've got time or not. So the rulebook is 32 pages long, but we've probably got, let's just have a quick look at it. Yep, we have some components. So it's always nice when we've got an itemized components list. We have a setup, which looks fairly complete. I have no idea how good the rulebook is. I've not read through it myself, so I can't comment on that. We've got an overview, which is good. We've got gameplay, which is good. We've got some boxes with stuff in, which is good. We've got lots of images, which is good. Morning phase, day phase. So it's not a light game. It's looking like, from the size of this, a medium weight game, judging by the size of the rule book. There's quite a lot of rules in here. And then we have other rules. So we've got mission cards adjusting the difficulty, which is always good in a solo game. Because otherwise, if there isn't a way of adjusting the difficulty, once you've beaten it once, that's it. Advanced event cards, and then we got some historical background, which is always nice to have. But yeah, the historical background is 4 pages at the back, and then we have a player aid on the back of the rulebook. So there you go, that's the player aid. So it looks like you've got mobilization, first attack, siege 1, siege 2. That will be the flow of the game. And yeah, there you go, that's it. Just a quick unboxing video. As I say, maybe coming to the channel at some point. Now, as I mentioned, when I get back from Essen, I will be putting a poll up of what games do my Patreon supporters want to see on the channel, and I will use those votes to guide me on what games I'm going to be covering and in what order. So yeah, I'm pretty sure I won't be covering it in 2 weeks' time, but that's probably when the poll will go up, and then we will see. I do hope to get it played. Now, because I'm not going to be getting this played over the next couple of weeks, Pete, who is a friend of mine and he's a regular on the channel, he's coming round in about half an hour, and he's going to borrow this game and he's going to play it. And if you are a Patreon supporter of mine, then on the Slack channel that we have, Pete will probably, hopefully, give his opinion on it once he's played it. And Pete does reviews on BGG as well. So yeah, there may be a review of the game coming up from him on there, and I will certainly speak to him and find out what he thinks about it. Anyway, for now, thank you very much for watching. And as I mentioned, on Monday, I'm going to be leaving and I'm going to be heading to Essen Spiel. So the next video that I do will probably be a live stream, live and direct from the house of the Broken Meeple, Luke Hector. I'm going to be travelling to Luke's on Monday. We're going to be doing a live stream on Monday night where I'm going to be talking about my most anticipated games from Essen, before we then get an early night ready for the journey over to Essen. And I plan on doing my Essen diaries like I do every year. So if you're interested, these won't be planned videos, so you won't see them on the channel. They will be fairly spontaneous, but it'll be around 10 PM or 11 PM each night. I will be going live from the hotel in Essen with a bit of a diary of what we've done for that day. But the first one will be Monday night before we leave. Just going through, yeah, the hot games that I'm really looking forward to seeing. Right then, I'll speak to you all later on. Thanks very much for watching. Take care. Speak to you soon. Bye-bye.